Hey, Valley Clan. I'm so glad you came back this week. I hope you have been preparing for our season of building. What did your preparation look like this week? Did you spend time reading chapter 22 of First Chronicles? Did you spend time praying or meditating? Did you grow any this week? See, last week we compared David's instructions from God to build a temple to building a house. But this week, I want to compare our time of preparation to moving into a new house. If God has blessed us with a new house, there is a lot of work to be done, whether we know when moving day is or not. When moving from our current home to a new one, there are things that we have to pack, right? Just like when David began preparing as God told him to build this temple. He gathered stone, iron, cedar logs, and more bronze than could be weighed, remember? But when it came time for building, God said, "Not you. You've shed too much blood. You've waged too much war." If you don't know the blood that David shed, I invite you to read the books of Samuel to learn about his life. If there is one thing that I can say about David, it's that he was an obedient servant of God. Where others may have been devastated about this, like, "Lord, you got me gathering up all this stuff and I'm all excited about building this temple. But Lord, I got my tools. They're right here." Not David. He understood that God had his reasons and David didn't need to understand them. So David had shed a lot of blood. He was carrying some baggage, but so are we. That's why packing isn't the only thing that we need to do to get ready for this newness that God has for us. Sure, we all have baggage, old habits, old ways of thinking, old things, and we don't want to take all of this baggage into this beautiful new future that God has made for us. So some things we need to purge. We need to dispose of. It's easy to get upset with God when we're living through a season in the valley. But God, see, He doesn't create these situations that we're in. But boy, will He use them. It's hard when you're in the thick of fear or grief from a pandemic to see His light. It's hard when you're in the thick of hate and blame during racial divisions to see the goodness in this world. It's hard to get to that mountaintop when you're holding on to the things that are keeping you in the valley. You've got to purge, strip away, scale down, simplify. You've got to dispose of your valley ways. A few weeks ago, we talked about darkness and how there is so much growth to be done during a time of trouble or chaos and despair. See, David knew this, and because he trusted God so much, that his preparation was not just about gathering or meditating and praying, but it was also about purging, like practicing humility and forgiveness. I called you Valley Clan because purges didn't sound right, but also because stripping away the old is cleansing. It's a necessary step in getting to the newness that God has for us. That temple life. I want you to spend this week cleansing yourself. Who do you need to forgive? What habit do you need to break or work on breaking? I know we're in the valley, but God is not through with us yet. He is still present and here with us. Keep it clean this week and let the church say, Amen.